valve cover off. Let's take a peek at these valves, see what we got ourselves into, huh? So we're gonna start with a 5mm hex head. There's 4 of these. Take the plate off. Aw, how nice, these are all numbered. Take each of these out, these are 10s. All right, then we just got various couple things to get out of the way. Tuck 2 sensors, one on both sides. And here, both held in by 10s. Just gonna leave those in place. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10mm that are holding on to the valve cover itself. Of course, remove the dipstick. Get that. Got 2 tubes. All right, this is a hard line, so be careful. It's hard to do a rubber. I'm gonna remove this heat shield, protects the battery. Looks to be just a couple 10s, so that's cool. This will give us all the room. Taking this off, just better to just take a couple things off and not struggle than struggle and wish you took off those things anyway. There it comes out. I'll show you where all of them are. Luckily, this one back in this corner was just a slip-on one. I was getting a little worried because it was already stripped down there, so somebody's been here before. So there's the 1, there's the 2, 3, both down right here. Right where the filter is 1, boom, 2, boom. And then the 4th one, super easy to get, you'll be able to see right here. And that whole shebang comes out. And there we go. Alright, so for the cam removal, it's going to be the opposite of insulation, obviously. You're going to start from the outsides and then slowly work your way in, getting all the bolts loose. Just crack them loose this time and then you can buzz them off later. They're pretty long bolts, so it might take you a second if you're just doing it by hand. So there are 12. Yep, just crack them. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that, you'll be good. The one came out. Second one, it's gonna give me a little bit more trouble, but just be gentle. The valve will fall a little bit further in if it's getting rounded out or if it's cracked. But we will check once we get our kit set up. I'm going to be using this OMT overhead valve spring compressor kit. Because what you want to do is pull the spark plugs out when you're working on the valve so the valve doesn't drop into the cylinder. You use this bad boy with an adapter that will fit your cylinder. You pump the air into there and then it allows the valves to float up so that they don't drop in as you're doing the keepers and the retainers. Pretty simple. So if you do buy this kit, there's little pillar things that you get. They don't come with like washers or anything, so I chose sockets that I knew I wouldn't use. And then just the regular cam cap bolts. I wasn't really recording because I have to be all up in there. I do have to use both hands using this compressor tool, which is actually quite a brilliant tool, and it works really good. Just hook it up on here, and then you lift up, and it compresses that, and then I was able to slip the keepers in. Like I said, I got cylinder 1 done now for the rest of them. So we have successfully done the first 2 cylinders. Now on to das third. Connect the old tubaruba. Connect air supply. So turn on the air supply. 90 PSI.
Engaged.
This might be stuck. I might have to smack it once or twice.
To break it free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's air.
Grab your socket bopper. And wham bam, thank you ma'am. People out here be smacking this. It really does not take too much to break it free.
Just a light tap, right?
Yeah.
That initial adhesion. Beautiful.
I'll do this one because we're here.
See how beautiful that was.
Perfecto. And just like that. We hope. And we pray. Yep, freed it up. So take the magnet,
as pie.
slurp this down. There we go. Oh, we got 2 for there.
Perfect.
Take those 2 carefully. This is a very strong magnet, so I actually really like it. And then, do one at a time is the best. You can just take her off. Bada bing, bada boom. Set them over here. We haven't lost any yet for more than 5 minutes. All right, take your new one, shablam. Give it a little oil. We don't like running any dry metals. And set it on top. Bada boom. Over there. And then these, I keep doing these a different way each time. Seemingly setting them in there first.
With a non-magnetic tool.
Yeah. With a non-magneto, because it'll just sit right on top of the valve. There you go. Set it in.
In theory.
In theory. Actually is getting perfect. Boom, just like that. So much easier with the finger. Dude, so much easier with the finger than any freaking pick.
Easy.
Yeah. It took me so long yesterday because every time I'm using like a little pick or something, because I'm using the magnet on it, it magnifies, not magnifies, but
magnifies the magnetization.
Magnetizations.
Magneto.
Everything around it, so that keepers just always wanted to just stick to your little pick. Stick to the pick. We're gonna chop through the rest of these. We got 3 more. When we're done with this, then we'll be able to set the valve clearances. That's free.
Yeah.
You'll know when it's free too, because it does like a little thud instead of a tick. You know, like a metal thing.
Yeah.
See? Stuck. Not
Unstuck. Yeah. I got that on camera.
I thought you got that on camera. On the camera. It's a camera right here. So before I come back in here, put the cams back in. I'm just going through my little, just getting a little oil back on them. So with your torque wrench, getting on these cam caps, covers, holders, boulders, shoulders. And start in the middle. I will post the torque spec sheet and sequence right up here. Definitely have a torque wrench. It is low torque, about 16 foot-pounds. Not about, do it exactly right. So I'm gonna knock all those out and get them all done. Alright, we got all of them torqued to spec. Now we're moving on to the valve clearance. Intake side is 8/1000s and the exhaust is 10. I know there's like a little leeway between them, and so you can do 10/1000s, 11/1000s, as well as like 8/1000s to 9/1000s. Well, this is why we do this. I mean, these are supposed to be 10/1000s for the exhaust. I can't even fit the 8 in there at all. When it is that tight, that means that it is actually pushing on the valve stem indefinitely, which is then allowing air and combustion to come up and out, and it's not creating a complete seal. And when you have that full contact there, it's something to think about. So to get the right feel, it's a little difficult on your first time, but I've been seeing that as long, you know, it goes in good. It's not too loose. You know, you pick it up and it stops. So if you can slide it in, slide it out, have a little bit of drag, it'd be perfect. It's the manufacturer specs, 10,000s on the exhaust. All right, it's time to put the valve cover back on. I do have everything torqued to spec. The valve clearance is set, intake and exhaust side. So let's get it all put back together. And we can hope that this thing lives on to live a very strong and exciting life ahead. I think they're gonna be really happy about this. Let's put it back together. That's a job well done, baby. Alright, the Honda is all ready, waiting for its pickup. He's gonna be here very soon. I hope he has some fun with this thing. I hope both of them have some fun with this thing. As I said before, if you haven't already, go check out the Topher. You'll be seeing this car along with a few other Hondas on his channel. You might just fall in love. Alright, as always, much peace, love, and happiness. Do what you love what you do, and you will never work a day in your life. Caps Garage out.